Hi, it's Leslie, Married at First Sight, Emily and Brennan. So as you know, they called it quits. No surprise there.
I would like a divorce.
We tried, and it just didn't work. So with that, I would like to get a divorce.
We knew they weren't going to make it. I mean, Brennan's not into Emily. Emily, like Brennan, but Brennan was like not having it. But we were left with this one big question that everyone just wanted answered. And I think we might have found out the answer.
Do you think that the things you would want to say would be devastating to her?
Yes.
Information that could destroy Emily? And so with that, we fast forward to the after party, where Cameron, who has about had enough of Claire and all the games of everybody else, has decided to start talking. And he slips this little nugget in.
She was going to take down Brennan no matter what, and when I begged her not to do this to Emily, I said, do you really want the whole thing of Emily cheating, like just being litigated over and over again? Because I think that's where Brennan's going to go. Turns out Brennan didn't go there. But
Emily cheating? Go back.
Yeah.
Emily cheated during the marriage?
Yeah, on Brennan.
Say what? Emily did what? Beautiful, sweet, little, nice, completely 100% dedicated to the process Emily? Emily cheated? So what? Well, the cat's out of the bag. It's all starting to make sense. And you can see there's no love lost between Cameron and Becca. But now Becca is forced to kind of explain this one.
Becca, what is Cameron talking about?
At this point, Brennan has stonewalled Emily multiple times. She has tried to get through to him. Nothing is happening. She saw on his iPad that there were girls messaging him on Instagram and all of this stuff. She gets angry. She goes out one night and there's an Australian guy flirting with her, and she did make out with this Australian guy.
But you are still married, though.
Yeah.
Well, I guess that was Becca's kind of shot at trying to justify Emily going out and making out with a rando in a bar, as she would call it. And then what's so interesting about all of this, as we know, Claire and Cameron called it quits, but the most devious one out of this lot was that sweet little flying under the radar Claire. She might have been the worst one of all, because she has been like a puppeteer behind the scenes trying to run everybody's situation. And I guess Cameron admits that they met before, and Claire said to Cameron that she wanted him to back her up with that whole story about how Brennan was going to double date with Cameron and stuff. The hate that Claire has for Brennan is like unfounded, and I don't really know why, because, unless she just loves Emily so much, but she's not doing Emily any favors. Like, if you cared about Emily and you see that happening, why in the world would she tell Cameron that Emily was just out making out with a guy, knowing it's going to probably get to Brennan? I don't understand Claire, but she's not doing well with this. But as Cameron said, I guess in that moment when he went against Claire, finally it was like, I'm done with being your little puppet over here. I'm saying the truth. Brennan was harmless. And I'm starting, as all this dust settles, Brennan is probably the best guy out of this crew. Not that there's much competition, but at least, he didn't even go there. He could have easily said, you know what, Emily, you cheated on me like a week or so out, so don't sit there all high and mighty saying you're 100% into the process. I would have loved to see Pastor Cal's face when that, because they all attacked him like he was some like devil, doing everything wrong. I would love to, hopefully they see this and they're like, oh, you know what, I guess we're not too good at reading people, because Emily, not so good. But I do believe Cameron dodged a bullet with Claire. I mean, he must have just been whipped in the beginning and didn't realize, because she sounded nasty behind the scenes. But I guess he was a little infatuated, so he kind of put up with it. We've all been there with that nonsense. But, he begged Claire not to go down this road and get involved with Emily and Brennan's marriage, because if Brennan would have said that, then the whole thing blows up and Emily would look like dirt. So what kind of friend is that? And I'm just going to leave you with what he said that Emily said in response to that.
I did not want it to become public at all. I wanted that to not even be a thing, because I really felt that Emily was going to get the brunt of everything that came with that. And I begged Claire, please don't make this a thing. Please don't rile up. Please don't stir the pot between Brennan and Emily, because I think at the end of the day, this is only going to go bad for Emily. And Claire said in response, got the text messages. Claire said in response, cheaters are going to get what they deserve. Does that sound like a friend to you?
That Claire she's just like tough as nails, and I don't even know who she cares for in any of these people. I thought she cared about Cameron. I think it was all a fake. Claire, you're the worst one. She came from behind. But anyway, I follow this nonsense every week. If you want to follow along, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you next week. Bye.